Hello, teacher.
Hello, Joshua. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Hey, how are you tonight?
I'm fine.
Okay, that's really great to know. So today is Wednesday and the continuation of our class. And for today's class, we will be having what is your book for tonight?
Writing?
Yeah, writing, great writing. So for tonight, you will be having a great writing. So now, are you ready to start?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So now, Joshua, I will now going to share your book now to you. Do you have your book with you?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, okay. So now let's start with your book. Okay, so can you see your book now?
Yes.
Yes. So to continue this class or this topic, we will going to have now the paragraph 7.3, which have a passage about magic or math. Okay, so in this one, first you need to read the passage about math or magic. So can you please try to read this one for me?
Yes.
Can you read this one?
Mm, this math trick will amaze your friends. Your friends choose any number they want and then they all do the same math problem. No matter which number they select, their answers will always be 3. First, tell your friends to think of a number greater than 0. Example 5. Next, they should multiply their number by itself. After that, they should add their answers to their original number. Now they should divide their new total by their original number. In the last steps, your friend should add the 17 and then subtract their original number from this last total. Finally, they should divide their answers by 6. The final result is always 3. Try it on your friends, they're sure to be impressed.
Okay. So now, how about you? After reading this one, what do you think is this? Is this just a math or is this also a magic trick?
Math.
A math. Okay. So you do not believe that there is a magic on it?
No, no,
No.
no, no.
Okay, okay. That's right. Yeah, because I also choose it's just math. Okay. So this math trick will amaze your friends. So all you need to do is to choose any number greater than 0. Okay, like for example, 5 and above. Next, you should multiply the the number that you choose, like for example, 5 by itself. So it should be 5 times 5. So after that, the total of that should be, you should also add the original number that you have, which is 5. So it will going to be 30. Now, your answer will going to be divided their new total by the original number, which is 30 divided 5 equals 6. And the last step, you need to add 17. So 6 plus 17 is 23. And after that, the last one or the next step is that you need to minus 5 to the total earlier, which is 23 minus 5 equals 18. And the last step, 18 divided 6 equals 3. So now, as what you have earlier, and as what you see here, I also underlined the sequence or the words that you can also use if you are going to do a sequencing when it comes to paragraph. Okay, like first, next, after, now, in the last step, and finally. Okay, so now, Joshua, do you have any more questions about this one?
No.
No questions. So now, if you don't have any questions, we will now going to have this one. So as you can see here in number one, what are the first three steps in this matrix? Write them here. Circle any sequence words or phrases. Okay, so once again, what are the three first steps? So this one is the first. So now, all you need to do or all you need to find is the second and third step. Can you find the second and third step?
Yes.
Okay. Once again, what are the three steps in this matrix? There is already the first, and all you need to do or all you need to find is the second and third step. You can start now.
Uh, First, to tell your friends to think of a number greater than 0. 2, multiply their number by itself
Okay.
and add their answer to their original number and divide their new total by their original number.
Okay.
Last,
Oh,
your
just three steps. Just first three steps. Okay.
second, they should add their answer to their original number.
Okay. So the second one is this. But remember, if you will going to find the step-by-step process on this one, you should always start in a paragraph or the first word in a paragraph. Okay, like the word next. Okay. And next is this one up to the period. Okay. So that is the
Yes.
second one. That is the second. And the third one is after that, they should add their answer to the original number. So that is number 3. So after that. So first, next, and after that are the sequence words or phrases. Okay? Any questions?
No.
Okay, remember, first, next, and after that are the sequence words or phrases. So if we don't have any more questions, let's try to move on here in number 2. So as you can see, this process has many small steps. So good writers sometimes combine 2 or more steps into longer sentence. So on this one, Joshua rather, you need to find and write the sentence that has more than one step and then combine it. Okay, like for example, first, second, and third. Okay, those are a small step, and you can also combine it to make it better. Okay, because as you can see, there are a lot of small step here on this math trick. But sometimes, remember, good writers sometimes combine 2 or more steps into a longer sentence. So now, you need to find and find some step and then combine it into longer sentence. Can you do it? Can you do it? Try.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Try to
The
find.
writers
Mhm.
or first tell friends to think a number greater than 0. Yes.
Oh, that's only one step because you need to combine 2 or more steps into a longer sentence.
Think of a number and multiply their number by itself. And second, they should add their answer to their original number and divide their new total by their original number.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Because if you were going to combine small step, so meaning those, for example, you have three small step, meaning those three small step also have three sentences. So meaning if you will going to combine those step by step, it will going to be just one sentence. Okay? Any questions?
No.
No. So now let's try to have the next one. So again, here, you need to choose two steps and combine them into one sentence. Okay? Can you please try to find, or can you please try to choose two steps here? Can you please try to find or choose two steps? Which
Two
steps do you
steps.
like? Yeah. First, try to choose two steps.
Mm,
You need to choose two
you
steps.
need to choose three steps.
No, no.
Two steps.
Yeah, choose two. What are the two steps that you like?
um, help. Help them to think of a number and divide their answer by 6.
Oh, where is it? Can you underline it?
Yes.
Okay, can you underline the two steps that you choose?
Mm,
Can you underline it, please?
mm,
Okay, that is the first one. First step. So how about the second step?
no, 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 no.
4. Ah, okay. Okay, after this. Okay, thank you. So from here to this one, so as you can see, there is two sentences here. Okay, there are two sentences. So now, Joshua, try to combine those two sentences to be one sentence only. Can you please try to combine it? Can you please try to combine the two sentences that you choose?
Yes.
Okay, combine it.
Tell your friends to think of a number greater than 0 and then multiply their number by itself.
Okay, very good. Thank you. That's a good one. You use the word and then. Okay, good. Now, let's try to move on with the next. So here is the next one. And as you can see, this one is the activity 7. So using sequence, expression, and the imperative. So in this one, you need to complete the paragraph with the imperative form of the verb in the parentheses. So you also need to add the possible sequence word or phrases were indicated sequence. Okay, more than one sentence or more than one sequence word is possible. So here are the words in parentheses. So if you saw this one sequence, you need to add a sequence word or phrase. Okay? Are you still there?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so sequence word or phrase are like, for example, first, next, after that, and then, finally, and so on. Those are the sequence word or phrases. So now, let's try to continue this one. So can you please try to complete the passage?
Read the passage. Here is a simple science experiment. It proves that plants produce oxygen. This experiment requires a clean jar with a tight lid, some tape, a goldfish, some water, and a few green plants.
Mm-hmm.
Put the water and the
Wait for a
plants in.
moment. There is a sequence. You need to
Yes.
add, yes, you need to add sequence after the verb.
And
Okay, like for example, first, first, put the water.
and the plants in the jar. When you do this, be sure to leave an inch of empty space. When the water in the jar is at room temperature, add the fish to the jar. Put the lid on tightly. Second, wrap the lid with several pieces of tape so that no air can pass through it. And to place the jar in a cool place indoors, but be sure that it receives the direct sunlight for a few hours each day. Check the fish regularly to be sure it stays healthy. The fish will still be alive even after a week. This shows that oxygen was added by the plants. You look carefully at the plant in sunlight, you can see tiny bubbles of oxygen escaping it.
Okay, thank you. So this one is just a simple experiment about this thing. So this experiment proves that plants produce oxygen. Okay, how about you? Do you believe that plants produce oxygen? Joshua, do you believe that plants produce oxygen?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Like this experiment, it proves this one. So this experiment requires a clean jar with a tight lid, some tape and a goldfish, and some water and a few green plants. So first, you need to put the water and the plants inside the jar. And when you do this, you need to be sure to leave about an inches of empty space for the plant. So on this one, on this experiment, plants prove that proves that plants can also produce oxygen even though you close the jar tightly. Okay? So now, any more questions about this one? Do you have any questions?
No.
No. So if we don't have any, let's try to move in now here in activity 8. So let's try to have, or let's try to have this one, or answer this one. So again, all you need to do is to circle the word or phrase that is more closely related to the bold word or phrases on the left. Okay, so let's start with one. Alive.
Life.
Yes.
Breathing. Divide. First one. Escape, leave a place likely, friendly, messy, not neat, original, the first at the peak, the highest point, the position, place, the produce to make, prove, show.
What is your answer in likely?
Likely, friendly.
Okay, friendly. Okay, good. So now that you all got the correct answers here, and wait for a moment, let me check. Sleeping, breathing, divide, escape. leave a place? Likely. Are you sure with your answer in the word likely?
No.
So it should be possible because likely means that it is a well might or such a well that might happen or to be true. So meaning likely to be true or it is something that is possible. Okay? So not
Yeah.
friendly but possible. Messy, not neat, original first, highest place. Okay, all done with this? And now
Yeah.
let's try to move on with the next. So here in activity 9, which is you will be having a collocation, you need to fill in the blanks with the words or word that most naturally completes the phrases or phrase. So let's start with number 1 again.
Hmm. Number one.
Please.
The most embarrassing. Very messy. Hard to reach. Mm, divide something. The original price.
Very good. So reach, um, or divide and the original price. Okay, great. So here, let me try to ask you, Joshua, what is your embarrassing moment in your life? Do you have any?
Mm, no.
No. Okay, that's really great. If you don't have any embarrassing moment in your life, how about do you have your own room?
Yes.
Is your room neat or messy?
Messy.
But it's messy. Why is it messy?
Uh, I don't know.
You do
Just
not.
messy.
Oh, just messy. Okay, I understand. Now, hard to reach the top shelf. For example, you're alone in your house and you need to do your homework, but your book is on the top shelf and you can't reach it. So what do you need to do?
Uh,
You're
mm,
alone in your house and you
yes.
need to finish your homework immediately, but your book is on the top of the shelf. So, what do you need to do?
I have to get a chair and go. Yes.
Yes, very good. You can also use elevated things like chair or if you have a ladder for your library, for example. Good. Now, when it comes to math subject, do you like math subject? Do you like math subject?
Yes.
Do you also like division or divide?
Yes.
Wow, that's really great. Okay, now let's try to move on with the next. So again, on this one, you also need to complete each phrases. So let's start with 6.
6. Mm, 6 is a science experiment. Select that something is correct. Assume the best answer on the test. Only a slight difference. Mm, assume. No, 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 no. No. Oh, I
That
think not that. Um,
What is your number then, please?
hmm,
Huh?
number 10. Substitute.
Okay, sorry. Substitute. Okay, very good. So here, assign an experiment, correct? Only a slight difference between the two colors, substitute. Okay, so now here, select that something is correct. So which one do you need to select to make something correct? So meaning, it's you need to assume that something is correct, and you also need to select the best answer on the test. Because if you didn't select the best answer, you might fail, right?
Yes.
Yes. Any questions here?
No.
Okay. So in number 10, what do you mean by this one? Substitute one ingredient for another. For example, you are making a cake. Okay, you are making a cake, and one ingredient for your cake is sugar, and you doesn't have any sugar at all. So what is an ingredient that you can substitute the sugar? Do you have any idea?
No.
Okay, sugar is sweet, right? Sugar
Yes.
is sweet, but you doesn't have any sugar at all. So meaning you need to substitute another ingredient. So what is the another ingredient that you can substitute that is also sweet? What are the other ingredients that is also sweet that you can substitute the sugar? Do you have any idea?
Um,
It is liquid and sometimes sticky, and it was also from bees. What is that?
what is that?
It is from bees. Bees collect it and produce it. What is that? Bees.
Um,
Bees produce it. What is that? You sometimes
hmm,
put on your tea.
I
It's
don't know.
honey.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes. So honey is also sweet. So meaning if you are out of sugar, you can substitute honey. Okay, you can substitute honey to sugar. Okay, any more questions?
No.
No. Okay, now let's try to move in here on the next one. So activity 10, you will be having word forms. And again, on this one, you need to complete each sentence with the correct word form. Use the correct forms of the words. So again, you have a noun, verb, an
Mm,
adjective, and an adverb on this one. And again, you need to complete each sentence here. Okay, so let's start with one.
Let's assume that his story is true.
Okay, assume. Very good. Two.
Tim was embarrassed by what his professor said.
Okay, what is the answer again?
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed. Very good. Number three.
Um,
How do most people react in blank situation?
Situation. Hold on. Embarrassing.
Okay, embarrassing. Very good. So you also use an adjective. Okay, now let's have your number 4.
Number 4. Dishes are only slightly spicy.
Okay, slightly. And number 5?
Uh, uh, Slightly.
The speaker had a slightly French accent. So this,
Yes. The speaker had just a slight French agent.
okay, accent. Okay, French accent. Okay, so the word or the answer is slight. Now, or because or in the other word or in other word is little, little French accent. Now, let's have number 6.
Number 6. The organization of essay is great.
Okay, organization. Number 7.
Number 7. The writing in the search paragraph is not well organized.
Okay, what is the answer? Organize or organized?
uh,
An adjective or the verb? Verb or an adjective organized? Which one? The writing in the third paragraph is not well. Sorry, what is your answer again in number 7? Joshua?
organized.
Organized.
Yes, organized.
Okay, how about number 8?
Organized.
Organize.
Organized.
Yes. So you should organize your ideas before you write it. Or meaning you should put it in order. Okay, your ideas before you write an essay, for example. So now let's try to move in here in 9 and 10. So let's start with 9.
Uh, what was the present's or original answer?
The original answer, very good. And number 10?
Originally,
Yes. Originally, you use an adverb.
very few people agree to his answer.
Okay, to his answer or opinion. Okay, now let's try to move on with the next. So here in activity 11, you need to choose 5 words form, 2 words to know, and then write a complete sentence with each word. So let's start with the words to know for a moment. So here are the words to know that you have. So, Joshua, can you please try to choose 5 words? Can you choose 5 words?
Yes.
You choose 5 words, and then go for them.
Empty, experiment, translation, multiply, impressed.
Oh, wait for a moment. Multiply, impress. What is the next one? Sorry, your third word?
Mm. Impressed.
Oh, impressed. Yeah, you also already have impressed. Empty, experiment, impress, multiply, and how about the last one? Last word.
Last word.
Yes, please.
Select.
Select. Okay. So now, can you please try to make a sentence using the word empty? Make a sentence using the word empty.
Uh, empty. This is empty house.
Okay, this is an empty house. Okay, how about the word experiment? Experiment.
Mm, experiment. In in my school, I do science experiment.
Okay, thank you. That's a very good one. Now, how about the word impressed? Impressed.
Impressed.
Remember, it's a past tense. It's a past tense. Impressed.
Oh, impressed.
Mhm.
I was impressed on my on movie.
Okay, was impressed on movie. Okay, good. Now, how about the word multiply? Multiply.
Multiply. Uh, multiply the number 5.
Okay, multiply the number 5. And last one, select.
Or select. I select two ice cream.
I select to ice cream. What is your sentence again? I
Oh,
select to ice
ice
cream.
cream. Two.
Oh, so verb. You can also you can also change it. I selected ice cream.
Ice cream. Two ice cream.
Oh, I selected to ice cream. Okay. So all
Yeah,
done. So now that we are all done here, before we end, do you have any more questions, Joshua?
no.
Yeah, about do you have any more questions about the words here? Do you have any more questions about the words?
No.
No. So now thank you for your time, Joshua. So have a good night. And I hope you got well soon because you're always coughing, I think. Okay? Thank you and have a good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye, teacher.
Bye. Thank you.